From Keene in the Shire, the Liberty Media capital of the world, this is Daryl W. Perry, host of FPP Radio News for Wednesday, September 7th, 2016. Silver is trading at $19.96 per ounce. Gold is valued at $1,349 per ounce. And according to BitcoinAverage.com, the average price of Bitcoin is $617. Antiwar.com reports Turkish Deputy Prime Minister Numan Kurtulmuş on Tuesday sought to distance his government from a month and a half of allegations of American involvement in the failed July military coup, saying there is no evidence that America even knew that the coup was going to happen, let alone that they were involved. Several Turkish officials, including President Erdogan, had made claims of a foreign power backing the coup, usually with references to cleric Fethullah Gulen being based in Pennsylvania. Pro-government media outlets were more overt in allegations accusing top U.S. military personnel and the CIA of direct involvement in the attempt. Turkey is eager to get Gulen extradited from the U.S., and it seems the accusations were part of a strategy to convince the U.S. to prove its loyalty to Turkey by speeding up the process. With the U.S. now making it clear that it's not going to happen, they're backing away. Kurtulmuş did, however, say that Turkey still expects that the U.S. will ultimately hand over Gulen, though he conceded that it might take some time because of the judiciary process. The U.S. has insisted that the extradition request, though including substantial paperwork, included not a single piece of evidence of Gulen's involvement in the coup. Gulen has denied any role in the coup and condemned it. In 2115 New England, there are no borders, no states, and no regulations, yet never has a more peaceful and prosperous place existed. But Mr. Drake's security company has seen better days. Faced with the prospect of waning power, Mr. Drake intends to replace the anarchy of New England with a government. But at what cost? Will anybody care? And can anyone stop him? Anarchy in New England by Joe Jarvis is available from Amazon.com and all major bookstores. UPI reports a former swimmer for Stanford University on Tuesday registered as a sex offender after completing half of his court-imposed jail sentence. Brock Allen Turner was released from the Santa Clara County Jail on Friday to the custody of his parents in Ohio. The swim star was forced to register as a sex offender immediately on Tuesday, according to the Greene County Sheriff's Office, the first day of business this week following the Labor Day holiday. Turner, while a freshman at the prestigious California institution, sexually assaulted an unconscious woman on campus, a story that made national headlines. After he was convicted, Turner was expelled from the university before he completed his first year. He will now serve 3 years of probation and must remain a sex offender for the rest of his life. Under the terms of sex offender registration, Turner must update his status every 90 days. His next deadline is December 5th. His neighbors will also receive notification that a sex offender lives nearby, and authorities will make random unannounced visits to his home. On the registration form, Turner stated details of the sexual assault on a 23-year-old woman outside a Stanford fraternity. In March, he was convicted of 3 felonies: assault with intent to rape an intoxicated woman, sexually penetrating an intoxicated person with a foreign object, and sexually penetrating an unconscious person with a foreign object. Turner, who is 21, faced a decade in prison for the assault but received a 6-month sentence. He was released after 3 months. The punishment stirred national outrage. For nearly 40 years, Roberts & Roberts Brokerage has been a trusted source for buying and selling precious metals like gold and silver. They also take Bitcoin for precious metal purchases and have permanently removed the minimum purchase amount for all orders paid in the digital currency. Call Roberts & Roberts today for knowledgeable advice on buying and selling precious metals and a forward-thinking approach to new technologies. 800-874-9760 or visit online at rrbi.co. Reuters reports nearly 24 people were injured when a Metrolink commuter train carrying nearly 200 passengers crashed into a semi-truck on Tuesday morning in Los Angeles, according to fire officials. The collision occurred around 10:40 a.m. local time in the Sun Valley neighborhood of Los Angeles, according to the Los Angeles Fire Department. The department said 21 people were taken to area hospitals with minor injuries. The driver of the truck was uninjured, according to the fire department. Dozens of firefighters and medical personnel triaged the train's 187 passengers, according to fire department spokesman Eric Scott. Scott said the crash occurred in an intersection and the crossing guard arm appeared to have been broken. Officials from the fire department and Metrolink said the 5-car double-decker train suffered very minor damage and was able to continue on its route. Law enforcement were conducting an investigation into the crash. This has been FPP Radio News, online at fppradio.com.